It is Friday and it's August 26th. We don't have any open meetings to tell you about today, so we'll just jump to who's on our show. We have Tom Nash, who is a very popular guy here in the village. He produces lots of different shows with the Video Club, and so we're going to talk all about those shows and what they cover and all the different fun things and how you can watch them. And then we have Sports Corner with Cole, who's going to give you an update on the Angels. And then we have the South Orange County Community College District Chancellor, who is Juliana Barnes, and she's going to go over some things regarding the district and some things that are coming up here in the next few months. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather. Well, we are looking at nice skies through the remainder of the weekend as well as into next week. We might have a heat up next week, so take a look at these numbers. We have sunshine today, 83, 68. Saturday, 79, 67. Sunday, 78, 65. Monday and Tuesday, our high 70s, low 80s, 78, 66, and 81, 71. If you're traveling, take a look at these numbers. Local beaches will be at 72, 64. San Diego, 74, 67. Santa Barbara, a little chillier, 69, 57. Palm Springs, 105, 79. Tahoe, 77. Big Bear, 75. And Mammoth, 76. And Las Vegas, 104. Our sunrise this morning was at 6:21, and our sunset will be at 7:24. And I visited Oregon, which is an area called Mount Tom in Harrisburg, which is just outside of Eugene, and met 3 adorable pigs. Yes, 3 piggies. And this one was one of them, and he was just adorable. They're in a cute little pen in the backyard of my daughter. And if you have a photo of someplace that you have visited that you would like to share with our community, please email it to lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. All right, when we come back, we'll have Tom Nash, so stick around.
People with hearing loss only know the way they hear, not how much better they should be hearing. How well are you hearing? Are you understanding 60% or maybe only 30%? You don't know unless someone measures your hearing understanding ability. People are wearing hearing aids that are underfit with power, not programmed properly, the physical fit is too loose or too tight. Find out what your understanding score is with a special word test from Advanced Ear Care. Stop in today and tell them Stuart sent you.
Are you or someone you know facing financial challenges from unexpected emergency expenses? The foundation of Laguna Woods Village can provide the temporary help you need. Meals on Wheels, adult day services, dental services, medical alert services, and ambulance contracts. Contact the Village Social Services at 949-597-4267 to see if you qualify. Neighbors helping neighbors. The mission of the foundation of Laguna Woods Village.
What's easier than blowing out 65 candles? Choosing an Alignment Medicare health plan that's tailored specifically to you. Need access to 24/7 telehealth and concierge services? You got it. Members also receive an Alignment Health Plan Black Card with a monthly allowance and rewards for engaging with your health. At Alignment Health Plan, we don't think of these things as extras, just things you deserve. Save your wish for something that isn't healthcare related. Call or visit our website today to enroll in an Alignment Health Plan.
Freedom Village Skilled Nursing offers rehabilitation after surgery with our team of on-site therapy professionals. We are proud that our quality care measures are recognized by Medicare. We support you with your recovery with a caring staff and registered nurses around the clock. Freedom Village Skilled Nursing is conveniently located near 3 hospitals, open to the public, and offers private Serenity suites. Call today to experience first-class care for your loved one.
Friday. Welcome back. Well, today we have Tom Nash on behalf of the Video Club. Well, welcome. Nice to see you. It's been a while.
Well, thank you, Lisa. Always fun to see you.
And you know, you've got a lot of stuff to cover. Of course, you've got your shows that you guys do.
Right.
And we'll talk about that a little later. But interestingly, you have had a few members turn 90 this year.
It's a strange thing that happened, but our club historian, Norma Benner, discovered that 4 of our past presidents were all born in 1932, so they all turned 90 this year. So we were able to honor 3 of them in person at our recent barbecue. And the picture there is of the birthday cake that we had at the barbecue.
I love it. Who made the birthday cake?
Well, it was purchased somewhere, I'm sure. I don't know.
It's nice because you've got your logo on there, which I
Right.
think is obviously perfect for 90.
Yeah.
So that worked out well. Do you happen to know the history of a couple of the members? Like, were they in the production business? Were they in the video business or Hollywood or anything like that?
Various different kinds of things. I think most of them were not media professionals, but had a strong interest
Yes.
in media. But some of us had worked in the industry or had taught or that sort of thing.
Now, here are a couple of photos there of the members. The gal that so all of them are over 90.
They all turned 90 this year.
Oh, it's all 90
so
this year.
This very year.
Wow.
Some
They look
some
pretty
later in
good.
this year. Yeah.
It's that gives us lots of hope.
Isn't that strange that 4
That
presidents
4
of this
all on
club
the same-
all born the
Yep.
same year?
That is wild. That is definitely wild. Well, that was nice that you were able to honor them, and then you had a good turnout for the barbecue, right?
We filled the room. We could have put more in if the room had been bigger. But we had 65 there at the
Nice,
19
look at that.
restaurant.
Oh, is that what
Yeah.
you guys did? Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Well, we're not allowed to do things around Clubhouse 2 after they close at 5. So
Okay.
So we had to take it indoors this year.
Yeah, well, hopefully that'll change, over time. We're getting
Yeah.
more and more people now, so the clubhouse hours are being expanded,
Yes,
so that's
we're
great
looking
stuff.
forward to that.
So let's talk a little bit about the video club as a whole. I mean, we've talked to other people about the video club and some of the things that you guys do, but just as an overview, just let me know what it is you guys do for the
Well,
members.
we do a lot of different things. As you mentioned, we produce a number of programs that run here on Channel 6, and they're on the screen.
Oh.
And so we have a lot of fun doing that, and we have a number of us they're very active in doing that. And we're always looking for other people to help, or other people with ideas. Eyes on Books is our newest one, and we have people interview authors, usually on Zoom.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so the people who have read the book and can talk about it.
Right.
Our second newest one is Beyond the Gates,
Right.
which we've been producing for a little over a year. And in that one, we go out into the community within about an hour's drive
Right.
of Laguna Woods and try to find interesting people that members here would like to,
Yeah.
would be interested
Well,
in or like to visit.
all the things that you're mentioning, it takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's not just show up, shoot your camera. There's a lot of things that go on. And so, you host. Bill, is that Hennenberger?
Yes,
He hosts
Henberger, yeah.
Henberger, and then you've got Dorothy, I believe, hosts. And then there's a couple.
Susan.
Susan, okay.
Wheeler, yeah.
Okay, and then who else?
And well, on the Eyes on Books, it varies. We have a lot of different people, a co-host, a man and a woman, for different books. So that's a rotating situation there.
That is great. Well, that's, like I said, it's a lot of work. You've got a lot of people behind the scenes that make that show happen.
Yeah, the producing and editing and all that sort of thing is things that people don't think about, but
Right.
somebody has to make the arrangements for who and when you're going to interview,
Oh,
et
yeah.
cetera.
Well, yeah, I mean,
With
you
all
have to
the camera
produce,
crew.
right? And you have to make all the phone calls and schedule everybody.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I know it's definitely a lot of work. So good for you guys to be able to produce that many shows.
Yeah.
Now, of course, they do air here on Village Television, and if they want more information, there is a website that they could go to, and all of
Yes.
that's there, right?
Video Club of Laguna Woods is our website.com, of course.
Okay.
And all that information is on the website.
Okay, perfect.
We also teach a lot of courses in different aspects of production. A lot of people are just interested in learning how to shoot with their with their smartphone.
Right,
that's a very common thing
Happen
these
to bring
days.
it here, and
Right.
and it is nice. You definitely can.
We all are
yeah, look, and yours is bigger.
We're all carrying high quality video cameras
it's
with us
crazy, isn't
everywhere
it?
we go, and so
Yeah.
if something interesting things happens, we can shoot it at a moment's notice. But then what do you do with it?
Right, and that's the hard part.
And that's the harder part.
Yeah, I mean, you can do a little editing with some of these things,
Right.
but
So we teach courses in, how you get it off the phone and how you edit it and what you do with it, and some tips about how to shoot it. First of all, if you're going to run it on television,
go sideways. Yes, we always tell everybody to do that.
Because our television
even
sets-
myself, I totally forget, right? I mean, because you're just so used to the phone being up like this. Whoops. So one last thing I know you want to let people know is transfers. You guys do transfers.
Yes. What's happened over the years is that technology has changed dramatically. And starting out with like 8mm film, and then all kinds of video cameras, SVHS and VHS, and all kinds of digital formats and that sort of thing. So chances are, if you've been interested in video for very long, you have legacy media, we call it now. You might have some 8mm Super 8 film or VHS tapes or any number of digital formats that have existed. We don't have every available format, but we have quite a few of them.
Yeah.
And so if you have some of these legacy medias, especially if it's videotape, transfer it to a digital format so that it can be preserved and easily distributed before it gets too old and brittle.
Yeah, that's happened
or
before.
Sticky.
Exactly.
And at some point they won't transfer anymore. And
Well,
so we offer that free. We have the facility, we have the equipment, so you come in and do it yourself. You can watch them as they transfer. And so we're open Tuesday through Fridays from 1 to 4.
Okay.
So come in during those hours, bring your tapes, and bring a book to read or something, because it may take a while.
All right. Well, perfect. Well, thank you so much for all the information about the Video Club. It was nice to see you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Lisa.
All right. If you want more information about all the things we've discussed, you can always go to their website, which is videocluboflagunawoods.com. You can email them or even call the Video Lab. We'll be right back.
With the summer rapidly coming to an end, fall and the return of fall sports are just around the corner. I'm Cole Young, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Sports Corner. We are just 13 days away from the start of the NFL season, which means teams are making the final adjustments to fine-tune their teams before the season begins. One major adjustment for some teams is naming a starting quarterback. While there are still a few teams with a question mark in that department, the Carolina Panthers came forward earlier this week and named new addition Baker Mayfield their starting quarterback for Week 1 over another former first-round pick, Sam Darnold. Mayfield was traded to the Panthers just a few months ago, and many thought he would not be prepared to lead the team right off the bat. Panthers head coach Matt Rule told ESPN about the process of nominating a starter, saying, quote, "When we started the process, we said we were looking at 3 things. Number 1, mastery of the offense. Number 2, situational football excellence. And number 3, moving the ball and getting guys involved. Baker has made a lot of improvement, a lot of growth in all 3 areas in a short amount of time," end quote. This announcement is also significant because the Panthers face off against Mayfield's former team, the Cleveland Browns, in Week 1. After leading the Browns to an 11-5 season and a playoff appearance in 2020, Mayfield struggled last season, only managing to win 6 games as a starter, while also dealing with a debilitating shoulder injury. Mayfield will definitely have something to prove in the season opener. Several rookies will also look to make big impacts on their rosters beginning Week 1, and one major name in this year's draft that will be making an impact this season is edge rusher Kayvon Thibodeau. After sustaining what looked like a severe, possible season-ending knee injury during the preseason, the Giants were told that their first-round pick only suffered a sprained MCL. He was given a return timetable of 3 to 4 weeks, leaving room for a slight possibility that he could return for the season opener. As I mentioned a few times now, this is exactly why the preseason gets a lot of negative press. Luckily, the real deal season begins very soon. Even sooner than that is week 0 of college football, which will start the season this Saturday. When college football is brought up, I'm sure most fans can get a clear image of one of their favorite players, schools, or historic moments. And I'm sure many of those people would picture Alabama head coach Nick Saban. Saban has made major news this week when he signed a new contract extension, making him regain the title of highest paid public university football coach. Coach Saban will now remain with the Crimson Tide from now until 2030, making an average of $11.7 million a year. While this is big news, it really comes as zero surprise to anyone. Saban has won 7 national championship titles, 6 with Alabama and 1 with LSU, which is the most in college football history. Alabama has made it to the national championship 9 times since 2007 when Saban arrived, and the program has produced dozens of future NFL Hall of Famers and has flourished under his leadership. And as a head coach, Saban has an all-time career record of 269 wins, only 67 losses, and only 1 tie. As I said, considering all those accolades and achievements, it really is no surprise that Saban will remain at Alabama for most likely the rest of his coaching career. Football is beginning and baseball is slowly wrapping up, and a few months ago I predicted that 2 of the 3 Southern California teams would make the playoffs. Currently, the Dodgers are favorites to win the World Series, the Padres have a large question mark, and the Angels are out of the playoff picture. Not only are they out of the playoff picture, but it was announced Tuesday night that Angels owner Artie Moreno will most likely be selling the franchise. Moreno has owned the club since 2004, and most fans rejoice at this idea as the team has very obviously been faced with struggles in recent history. The team has not made a playoff appearance since 2014 and have struggled to bring in the right players to support the roster. The Halos currently have 2 of the best players in baseball history, yet have had one of the most horrendous seasons this year. New ownership will hopefully bring in more revenue that can sign more players, re-sign current players on the roster that have expiring contracts, and maybe even change the team back to the Anaheim Angels instead of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, which makes no geographic sense. Hopefully this will be a fresh start and the team can return to its former glory. The past few weeks and the next 2 or so weeks are all filled with excitement and anticipation while the sports world slowly comes back to life. Tune in this time next week as I will give my NFL season predictions and preview in a special edition 30th episode. I'm Cole Young, and thank you again for watching this week's edition of Sports Corner. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time.
Welcome back. I have Juliana Barnes here on behalf of the South Orange County Community College District. Well, welcome. Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I
Nice
understand
to be here.
you've only been a short time and they just threw you right in.
Yes, this is my 3rd week as the Chancellor of the South Orange County Community College District. Super happy to be here. I'm actually originally from Southern California, but San Diego. So I moved an hour north to Orange County and super happy to be here.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now you've been in California your whole life?
My entire life. So I was born and raised in California, Southern California. I was educated there and had my whole career there as well. And so, yep, I'm a lifelong Californian.
So what'd you do in San Diego?
So I have spent over 30 years in higher education. So I spent like a decade working for the University of California and 23 years in the California Community College system. So I worked at 2 different districts down there. And I was, my last job, I was a college president for 7 years, but I've been a dean, a vice president. I teach part-time for the university down there as well. So
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so now I'm up here as the chancellor and just super happy to be a part of the new community.
What does a chancellor mean?
Yeah, I know. A lot of people go, what is that? So the bottom line from an administrative perspective, it basically just means I'm responsible for the overall operations of the colleges and district services. And that includes fiscal services, human resources, technology, accreditation, so those technical aspects. But I would say from a leadership perspective, I'm responsible for working with the collective, the faculty and the staff and the students, the administration, and of course our board of trustees, to ensure that I'm setting the vision for the future of the colleges and making sure that we're helping students, because at the end of the day, we're trying to help students to succeed and earn their degrees and certificates and then move on into careers of their choice. And so that's basically what I do from an administrative perspective, but also from a leadership perspective. Yeah.
Well, it encompasses a lot.
Yes, it does.
And there's so many different moving parts because you have all these different colleges, right?
Yes.
And each one has some different requirements.
Exactly.
And so I'm imagining, are you guys really busy right now? I mean, the semester just started, so were you pretty full?
Yes, there's a hustle and bustle, which we're really excited about, because as we know, the pandemic just turned everything around. And, so there was a period of time where we were pretty much, fully online. And so now we're really easing back into it. It's interesting because our students have really changed, and they're telling us through their behaviors and actions. So for example, a lot of the students are choosing to take the online classes, and we're having to open up more classes online to accommodate their needs. But we also have a large proportion that are back on campus. We opened up, the semester started this week, and there's a nice long line of cars, and the parking lots are getting full again, so it's really exciting to see that.
So there's a transition.
Yes.
And it's interesting because we look at what we did for the last couple of years, and we did have to quickly convert to an online system.
Yep.
And even we did that too. We had to do all of our stuff on Zoom.
Yeah.
And so thank goodness. I mean, I think it's a good bad thing, right? I mean, we did learn how to adapt.
We did, and it was, I think, tough for everyone, not just for educational institutions. I call it the great shift. Like in 2 seconds flat, we shifted to fully online,
right?
And had to learn new technologies and this kind of thing. And so now, as we're returning, we're still taking the best of, the best practices that we employed when we were online, but really also enhancing the learning environment for our students in person. Our students have changed too, and one of the things the pandemic told us is that the students have other needs, not just the academic needs, and we call them the non-academic needs. And so whether that's food, housing, clothing, and so we're doing a lot of non-academic supports for our students in person as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, as we move forward and we look at some of the college things that are happening, what are some things that are happening at the colleges? It looks as though you've got a couple of workshops.
Yeah, we have different workshops that are opened up to the community. We have adult reentry programs as well. I think we all know also about the lovely Emeritus program. I know we have folks coming on talking about the Emeritus program, so that's ongoing, very robust, and so we're happy to re-engage our community with that as well. We actually have one of our colleges, because we have Irvine Valley College and Saddleback College and ATEP, but Saddleback College will have a night at the Angel Stadium on September 3rd, so the community can come out as well. And we also just have, we really are really wanting to swing our doors wide open to the community, and we do have performing arts and athletics, beautiful new stadium, I know, at Saddleback, but also at Irvine Valley College too, we have some wonderful performing arts there as well. So the community is always welcome, and we'll be pushing out information. It's also on our website. We invite everybody to come out.
And I will say that many of your performances that you guys do are very high quality.
Yes.
The talent is amazing. And
Absolutely.
I mean, if people can't make it to, Segerstrom, they can always go locally to our colleges because the performers top
100%, including our facilities. It's beautiful, top notch.
Exactly, exactly. Well, now, if people do want to get in touch with you, of course, they can always go to the website.
Yes.
And they can look at all the different colleges under one area.
Yes, so there's one single website. So it's soccd.edu, 3 C's. And you go there, and then you can see the sites for the different colleges and the various activities that we have, the classes, both non-credit and credit, and the degrees and certificates and such that we offer. So we invite everybody to check that out.
Thank you so much for the information and welcome to the community. I mean, I know it's not like you're new to the community, but nonetheless, this community.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
All right, thank you.
Okay, take care.
And of course, if you want more information about any of the things that we have discussed, you can always go to the website, and that's soccd.edu. We'll be right back.
adventure has a new look. The 2022 Subaru Forester Wilderness. Shore-footed symmetrical all-wheel drive. Paired with all-terrain Yokohama Geolandar tires. Plus 9.2 inches of ground clearance. Discover adventure on a deeper level. The all-new 2022 Subaru Forester Wilderness.
Irvine Subaru. Buy online, just come in to sign. Get 2 years complimentary maintenance included on all new Subarus.
Russia's invasion of Ukraine, COVID lockdowns in China, relentless inflation and rising interest rates have disrupted production and caused the global economy to stall. Is your money at risk during these uncertain times? Do you know how much exposure you have to the stock market and bond mutual funds? Should you even have money in the market today? Get a free risk analysis to ensure your capital is protected. Call now for information on the Safer Money System, 949-219-0692.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
We have a Friday movie for you called Avalon, and you can see that today at 2 and 6 p.m., both with closed captioning, brought to you by Harvard Eye Associates. Take a look at what we've got coming up for you. Dance Fever Disco Diva plays at 6:30. You can buy the tickets at the door, and there's a no-host bar from 6 to 8:30. So enjoy that and have some fun on Saturday night. Let's take a look at our weather before we head out. We are looking at nice warm temperatures, but nothing too hot, which is great news. 83-68, 79-67, 78-65, 78-66, and 81-71. If you're traveling, take a look at all these numbers. Both the beaches and the mountains look great, but of course, Palm Springs and Las Vegas in the hundreds. Have a great day in the Village. We'll see you again tomorrow right here on Village Television. Bye-bye.
Laguna Woods Dental Care, our goal is to serve and provide dental services to the residents of Laguna Woods. Dr. Mohsen Mahmood is currently specializing in senior dental care from USC Dental School and has been serving the Laguna Woods community for over 16 years. At Laguna Woods Dental, our top priority is your overall wellness, ensuring your current medications do not affect your oral health. We offer a convenient plan for $250 a year that includes exam, x-rays, and all types of cleanings are covered. Our office is located right outside of gate number 3. Come book your appointment today.
Do you want to learn more about money and investments? Do you wish there was a safe place to get all your financial questions answered? Well, now there is. The Financial Forum Club meets with a group of your peers in an educational setting that's informal and fun. We discuss and exchange ideas on today's topics and trends on markets and investments. The club meets the last Tuesday of every month at Clubhouse 5, Room 1 from 3 to 5 p.m. Come see what the Financial Forum is all about. Get all your financial questions answered by experts. You'll be glad you did.